Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 29th of November and another month coming to the close. And this has also been a relatively interesting month itself. It's the first monthly red candle looks like that will be forming. And this morning itself, I decided I'm not going to be trading triangles today because on Friday, we had a huge sell off in the US markets. SGX Nifty closed at around 16,900. From there, we were looking to gap up about 250 points as per the indication in the morning. We opened actually flat, saw stiff sell off all the way till 16,800. From there, some amount of buying back. Here, I shorted 17,500 calls at about 23. I covered them here at 14, and that was the end of it. It was a small size, about 3,000. And yeah, so no further trades for today. My current open trades are just covered call positions against my shares. This Reliance call is obviously bleeding. I have some amount of put credit against that. I also cover this completely on the upside with shares, so it's not really too much of a concern. Going to go over what this month has been like in terms of the F&O side of things. Now, it was another month where I kept my sizing low. At no point was I trading more than 1/3 of the size that I could be trading because it's just not very attractive. And if it's not very attractive, you don't take big risks and that will pay off, right? So, yeah, interestingly, no big wins, no big losses, two stop losses, I guess, this and this. This, had I actually stayed in the trade or had I tried to do something to fix it, it would have worked out really well. This would have completely destroyed me. So it was a good call to take the stop loss here. And yeah, this is more or less the summary. Actually, what also ended up happening is two positional trades, which I guess were actual mistakes. One, Indiabulls Housing Finance, not checking the current market contracts and entering it one day before it went into trading ban, ended up costing me this loss, which was around 1.6. So that wasn't great. And also not checking the liquidity on SRF before trading SRF, which also costed me about 1.6 lakhs loss. Ended up basically booking max loss on this because there was no liquidity for me to get out of my position. And at that point, I was also pushed to kind of exit my position, which didn't really work out great. So that's it. That's the summary. I hope you had a good trading month. Not particularly a great green month, but once again, another month which since March of last year has been in the green. So I'm not going to complain. And yeah, we'll wait and see what other opportunities come up in the next month. Also, I'm still working with a quant guy, a guy who I met at Traders Carnival. He's a hardcore data guy to test out particular positional strategy. I'm running it in all scenarios, trying to come up with what would be the best way to roll it out so I can diversify some of my funds into that. So how that strategy more or less is going to work is it's partly inspired by another trader strategy that I met at Traders Carnival. So yes, in a way I will be copying one of them, but not exactly the same trade that they do. What this trade will try to do is it will take only 2 nights of overnight risk when the decay curve is maximum, right? So the trade will be entered on a Tuesday and then it'll run through Wednesday and Thursday. And generally that is when, as a value of themselves, spreads lose the most amount of value per day. And the idea will be you'll either have a fixed return or a fixed loss. And the return will be in such a way that 1 week's return will compensate for, 1 week's max loss will be compensated by 7 weeks of the expected return on that trade. It's going to work something like that. And once I'm done finalizing it, once I'm rolling out, I will cover exactly what it is and go into more specifics. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.